Number 8, function of content marketing. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Is the number 8 function of content marketing, is it SEO? Well, let's go back to the book Content Marketing Handbook by Robert Bly. It's great stuff. He's got a lot of good, important ideas in here. And he has the nine functions of content marketing, which we've been reviewing here on the show. If this is your first time, go back and see the first 7 and stay tuned for the last final one tomorrow. But number 8 is improve search engine ranking and discovery. Okay, so how do you go about doing that? Well, that's what SEO stands for, search engine optimization. If you're not familiar with it, I'll give you a quick little story. So when I first started doing a lot of online marketing, I was actually working for a company, and I fell upon some secrets of search engine optimization. And this was during the days when it was extremely easy to get ranking in Google. But I remember even at that time they said, well, it was a lot easier in Yahoo days. Nowadays it's tougher, but there were always ways to go about doing it, and all you had to do was know what the ways were, and you can get better and better. And I fell upon it accidentally myself, and then I started hearing a lot of internet marketing gurus and so forth talking about these things and discussing what all of them mean and why Google treats certain things the way it does. Okay, so that's how I was introduced to a lot of marketing concepts, was through this position. I went and started my own firm. It started out not as a business investment firm. It actually started out as an SEO firm. I was doing search engine optimization for the first handful of years, and it was all into the point of when Google started really cracking down on organic search and trying to encourage more and more people to do paid search, pay per click and so forth. All up until that time, I was SEO all the way. It was the only thing I knew. It was the only thing I really promoted hard. And I understand the concept behind it. To this day, organic search, which is basically anything you show up in Google or any other thing you would consider a search engine. Some people consider Amazon.com a search engine, or YouTube a search engine. Anything you show up in via a search function that can be improved by how you title something or how you code something, that's all considered search engine optimization. So with that in mind, what he's saying here, improve search engine ranking and discovery. Just by putting out content on a regular basis, you will be improving search engine ranking, and therefore your discovery. You're going to be found a lot more often. And he goes through some details as far as that goes. I'm going to tell you another story. So as I was moving along with my business early on, the name of my business was Branded Web Solutions, and that was the main push. I wanted a very autonomous group that was separate from me, where I can hire on other people, maybe eventually even sell the business. And as I was going along, I would get in contact with people and get things moving along, and I'd always hit this barrier, and I've discussed it here before. If you've been listening or watching the show on a regular basis, you'll be familiar with this. I would come across people saying, it's really great, everything you're showing me is good, it's a great promise and everything. I wish you had some more detail. I wish I could find more about you online. I wish you had more testimonials or something that I could really sink my teeth into. So there was a trust/proof issue going on there. And I saw that if you search for my name, my Facebook and my Twitter and a lot of my social media would pop up, but I didn't have a whole lot on there other than personal stuff. And then you might get like the bio page off of my website. There wasn't a lot. There wasn't a whole lot out there if people wanted to find out more about me and find out more. And if you tried searching for my for the website name or my company name. You'd find stuff, but it'd be all basically the same. There was no regular media content, no content marketing whatsoever going on out there. Fast forward, a lot of what I put into place, and with what you're watching now or listening to now, that all happened because I needed to be able to put more out there. I changed the name of my company and made it surrounding my name, which is not something that's natural to me. I'm not a person that toots their own horn, but I needed to be out there more often. So this day, if you go and type in Brian J. Pombo into any search engine, you're going to get quite a few more things than you would otherwise. It started out with audio podcasts where I was interviewing people. Off the Grid Biz podcast was one of my original ones when we were dealing very specifically in the self-reliance field. I also have a local podcast, Grants Pass VIP, which deals with Josephine County in Oregon, and interviewing people in that area. Both of those are great to listen to whether you're interested in those areas or not, because it plays into the business owner mentality. So many of the episodes do. And so that's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. And this show has been incredible because it's been the most consistent, as I'm doing this on a nearly nightly basis, meeting with you on a regular basis here and having a lot of fun with it. But that has increased, just made amazing search engine results. And the fact that it's a podcast, for one thing, it's available in video and YouTube and so forth, so it shows up for that. It also shows up for audio podcasts because we put an audio version out, and that goes out in a million different ways. So every title that I put out there, you can find, as long as there's not huge competition for that specific title, you can find it by typing it into Google and not just see my website, but be able to see it on all the other places all around the web, which is pretty fantastic, and it gives me the reach that I was lacking before. So that's kind of my content marketing story, at least on the podcasting end of things. You add in having a book and everything else, but if you're talking about consistent content marketing, the podcasts have made the biggest difference for what I do, and it all comes back to that function. A very simple function. If it really did nothing besides that, it would be worth my time, if that makes sense, because it allows me to be able to get out there and be seen and be known, even if by no one else but those people I'm already having conversations with, or people that I've lost track with, and they see me popping up in their LinkedIn, in their Facebook, in their YouTube, and everywhere else that people hang out at. That's my main modus operandi. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you can. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about something that hopefully you can take and run with. And I've just bought some domain names, so we're going to be presenting a domain name soon once we have a site ready for you to be able to secure your spot in our live content marketing training. The very first one that I'm putting out is coming out live, and we'll be selling it after the fact. But if you come on live, you'll get it at a discount, because I want to encourage some people to come on, and I want you to bring your questions. All your questions regarding content marketing will be entertained, and we will discuss it as much as in detail as we possibly can. And I'd love to find out what's holding you back from doing everything you want to do with content marketing in your business. So we'll be talking about that in the future. For now, go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. It's all about overcoming competitive forces by using the right strategy. You can get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. And we'll be back tomorrow night with number 9. We'll see you then. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.